I'm sure that you've heard about the Stockholm syndrome. It's coined after a hostage situation that happened in 1973 in Stockholm, Sweden. And what the psychologists discovered is that when someone's survival depends on a person, and in that case, that was the captor, right, who held the captives hostage, right? When your survival depends on that person, what your subconscious mind starts doing is it's making you emotionally attached to that person because of the very fact that your survival depends on them. And what your subconscious mind thinks is that by aligning emotionally, you are increasing your chances of survival. And this is an amazing way to understand that everything within you is based on survival. Ever since you were born, right? And even before that, even in your mother's belly, your basic drive was survival. So, emotionally, anything that would have perceived or would have been sensed by your body as a lesser chance of survival would start kicking in very similar mechanisms. Your even before you were born, that machine, this wonderful machine, your body and brain, knows everything. It feels everything, right? So it starts putting different mechanisms in place to compensate. Those are coping mechanisms. So, to give you a super simple example, if your mother was really stressed out and worried when you were in her belly, your body, your whole being sensed it. So it knew that something's not right. But the mother, right, is the only person who is responsible for your survival. So your whole being, right, your whole being starts acting in ways to compensate for your mother's worries. So what you might start doing without you even realizing it, you might take on some of your mom's burden to ease her stress, kind of, right? And to make life easier for her, thus increasing your chances of survival. So you take on that stress and anxiety even before you were born, even before you were, old enough to understand how these things work. And it happens, my friends. That is the basic mechanism how childhood trauma happens. And when we say the word trauma, we typically think of something pretty severe, right? Like abuse. But even these emotional patterns are traumas. You can call them mini traumas if you want, but that's exactly the way it is. And those events that you probably don't even consciously recall that happened as you were growing up, they are responsible for the way you feel now, right? You're in your 40s and you're feeling anxious and you don't understand why, but something like I just described could be the real reason.